Did we have a confirmation of running time?
7 minutes.
Roughly 7
It's right there.
Roughly 7. I'm scared.
I mean, that's enough time to, like, show actually quite a lot. Just depends on how long they're going to spend talking and how much you're going to put trailer up.
Because, Kyle said 7 minutes yesterday on the podcast, and I was like, surely he means 70. Surely this is going to be more than an hour of just insane Pokemon goodness.
This is why Kyle is in bed.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, hey, we'll be out of here, by 7:30 a.m. Back on the road, ready to start my Wednesday. Hey, everybody, we are Easy Allies. We are here. Got Daniel Bloodworth. Michael Damiani is double-checking things behind the camera. I am Brandon Jones. We are all very tired, but we are here because we love Pokemon. And nobody at Easy Allies loves Pokemon more than Daniel Bloodworth. I know that for a fact. So let's start with you. Expectations, Bloodworth.
Expectations.
Yes. What are your hot takes? What are your predictions?
More of those funny things. Somebody mentioned Pokemon Snap being like a reskin of a Fatal Frame game.
Yeah.
And so then it was like, okay, well, yeah, so like, let's just have Fatal Frame, but we just like, instead of like realistic ghosts, just to go all of the ghost Pokemon.
Pokemon Tower's in Lavender Town, right?
They say, yeah, you just go to Pokemon Tower.
Dude, that was one of my favorite parts of Red and Blue when we were going through it. I want every single Pokemon game to have some really dark, spooky ghost section.
And then there was a suggestion that Platinum.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
How would that
Platinum's
work?
doing everything. I don't know.
So, like, the Pokeballs, like, you throw them out, like, combat style, like the Pokemon trainer, and then your Pokemon come out and do, like...
It's all fighting types.
They gotta have, like, swords and stuff. They have to have, like, weapons.
You can only have, like, 3 Pokemon out at once, so you gotta, like, pull one in if you throw the other one out. So you're constantly coming and going.
No, I mean, I expect this to be, the new actual real game for Switch.
Gameplay?
I think we'll see some gameplay. I don't know how much, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like...
I think that they need to. I think that this is a game where they need to show the game.
Yeah.
Especially if it's going to be more than... If it's going to exceed expectations, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
That they set a precedent with this, I feel, that either we're getting more of the same, just it's going to probably look better, or they're going to show off something that's, hey, things will be changing. Here's a small taste of it.
Yeah.
Probably come back E3 to see more details or a future Pokemon Direct. But yeah, like expectations are kind of all over the place from what I've read for this. There are people who think it's just going to follow the same past few years where it's just talking head, the logo maybe, some artwork, not even starter Pokemon revealed, and
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see what the starter Pokemon are, but I think
we won't.
If this is going to be a whole new direction, I think they're going to focus on what makes this Pokemon different. Yeah,
it'll probably show you like an existing Pokemon that we know of already, and then probably maybe a trainer or like a human character, and they'll probably. They're going to do something new, I agree. They'll probably show up. Like
that's the thing. They'll focus on things that we already know, but in this new set.
So for Kyle Bossman, who's not here, unfortunately, literally what it would be is just like a screen. It would just be in-game gameplay of like a Pikachu or something in a town square, and the camera just rotates. And that's it. They go, thank you for your time, everybody. There you go. And Kyle would be like ecstatic. He'd be so happy. I think we'll see something else. I don't know about rotating camera, but I mean, that would be a big step. Ryan Reynolds is going to present this direct. Yes, Chad.
That would be hilarious.
It is weird to show the engine, if you're going to show gameplay, to show off like how good, what this game's going to look like on the Nintendo Switch right after the new Detective Pikachu trailer. Just right after we've seen these, big, glorious, fuzzy, slimy CG versions of all of these characters.
Anyone wants those to cross over now.
Oh, I don't know, man. that Jigglypuff.
Honestly,
so good.
Jones, my expectations for the visuals for this game.
Yeah.
The game they announced last year, Town, the other game for project.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's kind of the bar that I hope they're at least aiming for in terms of fidelity. So that looks like a nice step up from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. which to me looked like HD 3DS games in HD essentially.
Town is Gen 8, whatever that whole
Yeah,
time.
what it
Town
dropped.
is a troll.
Yeah, like they just show Town, and then like the title morphs into like the new title
Pokemon
of
Town.
Pokemon.
Pokemon Town. Just Pokemon appears behind Town.
And the camera rotates around too.
And the camera spins.
But yeah, I hope that like we get to see that it is a step up in visual quality. And but yeah, what if they, Jones? What if they announce that like the first real full trailer is going to be attached to Detective Pikachu?
Whoa.
Like it's like they piggyback. They say, "Here's a glimpse. This is what we're doing new. But if you want to see the game fully in action,
Sure.
Only in theaters.
Ooh. Like first trailer." And then
I love that.
I mean,
they'll put it online.
I think that it would be great for like, even if it's not exclusive, I think it'd be really great for them to have that trailer in theaters. I don't think we see enough of that. Nintendo trailers in theaters.
Yeah. I see this thrown around a lot. The people expecting significant changes
Right.
like, to this game, an overhaul. There's basically the two sides of the spectrum and everything in between. People think the game is just going to be more of the same and just be a continuation of like the previous gens with like a few new quality of life changes here and there. And there are people who really think that it's going to be something more significant. You could take a look at what Nintendo's done so far on the Switch already with some of their established franchises. They've taken a lot of risks, but the thing to keep in mind is, before you answer which do you think they probably are more likely to do, is that this is Game Freak who's developing it. It isn't Nintendo it's not one of their normal internal teams. Game Freak kind of has their own way of doing things. I think it would shock a lot of people if they went, outside of their comfort zone to do something on the level of what we've seen from like an Odyssey or Breath of the Wild or any of the games that have come out this generation from Nintendo.
But it sounds like that's what's inspiring and informing them. Like that's, sort of what they want to go for in one way or another. I think it's just a matter of like to what extent that we see that.
Yeah. What about you, Jones? Do you think it's gonna?
It's tough because it's like I could play both camps. Like if we want to just speculate, like pie in the sky dreams, like I can definitely close my eyes and picture like a really spectacular Pokemon game that would get me really excited. But like, what am I honestly expecting? Pokemon Let's Go without the red and blue story, and maybe like a little more fluidity with towns. Because like Let's Go is very limited to like the streets got to be here. There's got to be this many buildings because this is the way this town looked, and so we want to have an homage. Like bigger towns, obviously, more of a range of going uphill, downhill, like Sun and Moon had. But yeah, I'm just. Not to start off on a sour note, but like I'm trying to keep my expectations very low, especially because I just keep staring at that 7 minutes, and it's like, I could just see 5 minutes of just kind of weird announcements, and then just some tease at the end. Roughly 7 minutes. The TRT, you cowards.
So to preface this, I understand like introducing something new, especially if you think it's going to be something that's going to be more on the end of the spectrum that's a little bit more ambitious. You feel like 7 minutes is enough time. But historically, when you go look back at it, especially in the direct era of Nintendo, almost nothing has gotten a full 7 minutes of their time in any of their presentation, unless it was a specialized like direct for that.
Yeah, like Smash Brothers Direct or something.
Exactly,
yeah.
like Smash Brothers was like one of the biggest exceptions because that took up so much time. But that was a massive game. They went over like every single small detail, and I don't think that's what this is designed to do. I think this is meant to be the equivalent of what we got back like when Switch was unveiled. Like, here's a little taste of that. Here's some like teaser trailers for that. This is what I expect this to be. I don't expect this to be the deep dive. But 7 minutes is still a lot of time.
I also wouldn't be surprised, again, if this is split up between the main game and one extra spin-off game and some event,
That is very true.
Well, there's so much to already talk about. I mean, it's just like huge anniversary this week, so you can just talk about how great Pokemon is in general. You got Detective, you got Go, you got Let's Go, could get some weird update. There's all sorts of weird directions this could go in.
So I think we've gotten, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Chad, but I think we got the new Detective Pikachu trailer already.
Yeah.
Right? It was yesterday.
So we had Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. If they did a third, like the traditional Pokemon, what would the third?
Oh, let's go Snorlax or something.
Yeah, or let's go Squirtle, or you know,
let's go Snorlax.
Let's go Snorlax.
Like it's literally like, let's go Snorlax. Come on, Snorlax, out of the way. Let's go. You do it. But yeah, you're right that there could be basically, it might not just be Gen 8. It could be not be Gen 8. We could all be disappointed. It could be Gen 8 and more announcements for other things.
As low as my expectations are, I would be pretty shocked if we got out of this 7 minutes with no talk at all of Gen 8. Because when is that?
Right.
I mean, E3, but...
Yeah, I feel like Pokemon would not want to do it at E3. I think they would want to have their own thing first, and this is
pretty
their own
crazy
thing,
misdirect to kind of get us all jazzed for this.
But I mean... So again,
have a direct only about Pokemon and not show up with the most anticipated Pokemon news.
7 minutes is such a long time. Think about like Breath of the Wild trailers, like only got like about 2 minutes, and how much information was conveyed in those. There's also gonna be Q&A sessions with the Treehouse later today at 5 p.m. So or 2 or 5.
Yeah, then that speaks to some game being
and
revealed.
they're doing something every day for the next few days. They're doing like an hour session. No guarantee that's related to this, but it could be. They might do a deeper dive in that after, they've revealed this. So who knows what they're doing with that. But seeing those 3 Pokeballs, that's like your starter. It's just going to be Pokemon 3 houses, That's the new direction you're going in.
You're training young trainers?
You're the professor. You're Professor Oak.
No.
You're Professor Oak. You're going to the new Pokemon Academy.
That's a good twist.
And you're teaching the next generation of Pokemon trainers who are now students.
Yeah.
Because it's just been, it was kind of like a Hunter x Hunter style. We just go out into the world and do the Pokemon trainer stuff. You don't actually go to a school or anything. This is a generation later, and now it's more formalized. You got to go to school. You got to pass the exam. Then you get to go out into the world and try and get your Pokemon. And that'll be a defining moment of the game. The halfway point will be you're graduating and you get early, the sorting hat moment. It'll be you getting your first Pokeball. It's like which house will you be in? Literally, which Pokemon will be yours?
Yeah, you use school Pokeballs. It's like you have access to the Pokemon, but it's not your Pokemon technically. Then you get the first one,
and the Pokemon will be out all the time.
But getting actually to specifics, it really is interesting in my very limited scope of Pokemon how much it changed in Let's Go of them saying, yeah, you have your starters, but there's also this Pokemon that's attached to you that will be on your shoulder, and you can customize and it would be weird it would make sense for me to have that kind of functionality in this. This is kind of a setup for that tech and making sure that worked. And then, but at the same time, like you were saying, I could see them going through this video and not showing the starter Pokemon. But that seems like that would be tied to that.
So someone's saying
is that
no
true,
Treehouse?
chat? So the Treehouse got canceled for today and there's trivia, or did it outright get canceled for the whole week?
Well,
or was that was it a misprint, or are you just messing with us, chat? I could go check, but just for today.
Treehouse canceled.
Change the Let's Go Q&A. Uh-oh. Didn't mean nothing. Who knows? Oh, man. Who knows?
I'm going to be sleeping through it either way.
It got relabeled. Okay.
Interesting.
You never know. There's, stay optimistic, chat. It's okay. But the thing I'm very curious about is, I'm always curious about any new Pokemon game, is the names. Because they always come in pairs.
Sure.
They always got these kind of elements that speak to kind of colors, elements, objects. Most recently,
Hearts and diamonds.
Yeah. Yeah, precious gems. It's
up and down.
Yeah, we've gone all over the place. With the most recent ones that had that type of entry was Sun and Moon, if you don't count Pikachu and Eevee, obviously Pokemon, but Sun and Moon, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
So where do you go from that? Starting with red and blue colors.
It helped product placement will be Coke and Pepsi.
So Pokemon, Coke, and Pepsi.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then you got blue and red.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Okay. But I mean, does that ever...
The Rolling Stones and the Beatles.
Do you ever get curious what the names are? Is that just it's the name, I don't know. Does that ever hold any kind of special importance?
Well, Sun and Moon had a there's definitely a Hawaii vibe with that game, and so like I think that kind of fit into bit of mythology, a bit of history, a bit of representation there. So yeah, it would be weird if it's like those things tonally don't line up. So I think that's like a part of a bigger discussion of like what the heck is the theme going to be.
Yeah,
and it's kind of the same thing about Animal Crossing, and I know we just got to accept this, but I'm just nervous that like they're going to be focused so much on some weird gimmick and not really focusing on like, hey, let's take this opportunity because we're on the Switch and look at all these crazy advancements and all these other. It's so rough to just have it played Breath of the Wild and have played Odyssey, even like Super Mario Party. There's just so many franchises that are kicking ass on the system, and then just get like, oh look, we're in. It's gambling is the thing, or like, I don't know, like just some weird twist. Has nothing to do with nothing. It's just like not what you were expecting,
For sure. So all this made me also think about like what the region might be, because we've been to so many different like areas. Lowland region, most recently. And then before that, like I'm just thinking about like back to X and Y, based on like France, essentially. I remember being in that round table they used to do at E3, and one of the questions from a journalist was asked about that, and Masuda, I believe, was the one answering the Junichi Masuda was answering the question. Said, "Wow, like you caught that, huh? From the image of the map we showed." He goes, "Well, I'm from France, so it looks like my home country." And yes, it is inspired by that. So I'm curious what region of the world will inspire the fictional region.
Ohio.
There it is.
There we go. Ohio.
Wide open plains.
West Virginia worked for Fallout.
Yeah, sure. Country roads again. Like, whoa, interesting choice, Pokemon. Okay.
Is there any kind of change or anything you've kind of wished that would be something implemented in Pokemon over the years that you've played the games?
Oh yeah, my
big, like a number one thing that you'd like to see them.
My major thing playing Let's Go again is just the NPCs.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Like this. It's like you can't do this anymore. 2019, like you can't.
Robot turning.
It's like just this whole idea of just it's like terrifying. They're like Terminators almost. You get in their line of sight and just like, gung, and you're like, oh, I'm trapped. It's like a nightmare. Like ghosts hunt you down in your nightmares. And then also too, maybe this is just I play too much Red Dead, but like also like after I would challenge somebody. They're of no use to me. They're going to say the same thing again and again. They're just going to stand there and just, and so like having areas evolve, like the first time I go through, then all the trainers are there. But then when I go through again later, it's a little more relaxed. Maybe some of the people have left. Some of the people stick around. They might have something else to say. Maybe they want to challenge me again. They're back a second time, and I've really changed my party. See what you think this time. I loved one of my favorite things about Let's Go were like the pros. That I'd be like, whoa, who's this person? They weren't there in red and blue. And they're like, wait, you might not be ready for me. So I love that, just like having clearly labeled people that have 6 Pokemon in their party and are not messing around. And so it's just kind of like an interesting benchmark for you to think like, am I at the level I should be at this part of the game? Because you brought this point up when you reviewed Let's Go that like, I just have my starter Pokemon and level them, just crazy amounts and then just blaze through the game, ignoring all sorts of elemental balance. It's just like, nope, fire.
That's true to the Pokemon experience.
You're right. If you spoil it,
If you watch the anime when you're growing up and stuff, the cartoon, that it's like Ash and Pikachu. Pikachu defeats everything with movesets that does not adhere to the game logic and rules. And that's what the game is. It's like you take Pikachu and you steamroll everything. You're just living out the dream there. Level 100 Pikachu at some point. But before I head over there, over to the table to get us ready to go, because it's just a few minutes. The last thing I want to say, I just want to end with like a crazy prediction. Absolutely will not come true. Going like even further than Breath of the Wild eyes Pokemon here.
The MMO, it's time.
No, not even. I bet that's like a crazy prediction will not happen. In this presentation, they will also allude to the new Switch model, which will have a camera on it, because they're going to want you to take your Switch around and stuff, because it's going to tap into the Pokemon Go element. So it's going to talk about camera function. You'll be like, wait, there is no camera function on the Switch, huh? peripheral or new Switch model, and they will be very coy about that. Like, we're not talking about that right now.
You could clip an add-on camera to the top.
See. By the way, Chad, I think the new Switch model, besides being mobile, it's gonna have 5G and it's gonna have a camera. But I gotta
5G. Okay.
Game ready for 5G next year. It's coming out, baby. All right, I'm gonna head over and get ready to start this. So we got like two more minutes to think about.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts or expectations from this?
I think most fans are going to have to. I mean, I would love to be surprised, but I think there's going to be today's going to be a day of reckoning of just kind of like bringing all your thoughts and dreams and just kind of actually accepting this game for what it is. But I think they could make something that's almost like a carbon copy of Let's Go, and it would still be just so fun to have on the Switch. You know, I think that was like the major thing that held me back from like really finishing Let's Go, even though I did have a lot of fun with it, played a lot over the holidays. It was just I think I just played this game a couple of years ago, and so like starting a fresh new story, you know, like constantly meeting new Pokemon. I think that'd be interesting. I can't think of a piece of tech that was in Let's Go that's not going to be in this game. I just think it's gonna what we're going to see is going to be stuff on top of that, maybe like a continuing evolution of those themes. But I just think it's going to be that.
Kyle is in bed.
So I cannot.
Kyle is out.
I cannot promise this, chat. But we talked about it last night. So unfortunately, yes, Kyle is not here. Kyle is working very hard today on some other stuff. But if possible, chat, there might be a treat for you.
A treat.
So Kyle might record his raw reactions and then send it to us.
Okay.
And we'll be able to play it for you during the stream afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So
he's gonna wake up from home and just send it over?
He's gonna try and upload it to us, basically.
Okay.
And then if we can get it and it works out, we will at least show you Kyle's reactions and we will react to Kyle's reactions. And then, yeah.
Highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely. Because Chad, I was like, Kyle, don't forget to do it. He goes, you think I'm gonna sleep through this? And we're like, yes.
Yeah. I expect Kyle's reactions to come through at 9 a.m. and then get inserted into friend code.
Yeah.
Which we are shooting right after, so.
Yep.
Although, super relaxed 10 a.m. reactions from Kyle would be pretty funny as well. Just like waking up.
Oh, here we go.
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm
Hello.
Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
All right.
So we got Ishihara.
Today,
He's
I would
nervous.
like to share some very special information with all of you. Pokemon trainers all around the globe have already enjoyed many adventures in the various regions.
You only got 7 minutes, man.
Along the way, trainers have encountered many different Pokemon, battled against countless other Pokemon trainers, and experienced stories all their own.
It's every game
And
all
this
at once.
year, a new Pokemon journey will begin for all of you.
We'll tell you more about that at E3.
Pokemon World.
We've prepared a special video to welcome you to the setting of your next adventure.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We're getting a video.
It's a full
Take a
game.
look.
All right. All right.
Yes.
It's like town.
Oh,
That is huge.
That's pretty close to.
And these camera angles are kind of all over the place.
That has to be a moving camera. To do
Yeah. These angles are pretty nice. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know for sure yet. But it looks like we should be able to. Oh yeah, look at this.
Oh no, wild random encounters, Sebastian.
Who's that little guy? Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
Look, he's swiveling the camera right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's still kind of. I don't know if that's it.
Wait, what?
Oh, there's a Coliseum. Yeah.
So, Pokemon Gears. Wait.
Who's that?
Fire and water. So fire starter, water starter.
All right.
He goes invisible. Look at that little guy. Oh, he's not
so
doing it.
sad.
Salamander guy.
And grass.
It's like a monkey.
They are so tiny and cute, man. Look at
Yeah,
Yeah, water guy's my favorite.
titled.
them. Oh, just fire all day.
Whoa.
Sword
I mean, sword all day. Sword all day.
Nice.
You gotta explain that.
Today, we are pleased to announce all new entries in the main series of Pokemon RPGs for Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Get out of here with that shield.
For an introduction to the adventure that awaits you in these games, I'd like to ask this next guest to tell you more.
That was a weird way.
I'm Junichi Masuda from Game Freak, and I have been working as the producer
That
for
back-
these titles.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, baby.
It's such
Right
a
now,
tease.
we at Game Freak are hard at work on the development of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
That is a real nice code.
For the veteran Pokemon trainers who have experienced so
He's
many
excited for
adventures with
DMC5.
us up until now. For the new trainers who held a Pokeball for the first time in the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu game, or the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee game. And for all those out there looking to become Pokemon trainers for the first time. These games will be new entries in the Pokemon series. Role-playing games that will get any player fired up and excited. Since these are new entries, naturally, you'll find that they take place in a new region, with never-before-seen Pokemon living there, and new adventures you've yet to experience.
Pokemon.
So let's turn to the director of these games, our own Mr. Omori, to hear more.
I'm Shigeru Omori from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon
Interesting.
Shield.
So they picked him more. Okay.
The setting of these games is known as the Galar region.
Galar.
Okay.
Whoa.
Galar is an expansive region with many environments, containing idyllic countryside and
big
contemporary
cities.
cities, vast plains, and craggy snow-covered
Man,
mountains.
look at that fortress.
Yo.
The people and Pokemon live
Okay,
in
okay,
and
okay.
They work together to develop the industries in the region.
I really like that hill.
Here in this
Yeah.
region, you'll visit gyms with the newly discovered Pokemon you choose to be your first partner, aiming for
Oh,
the
I don't know,
enviable
man.
and
I
admirable
don't think you
title
can
of
move the
champion.
camera.
Yeah, not
I think it's a little more dynamic
So
in
let's
how it
get
moves.
to know the
but
Pokemon that could be your
Here we
next
go.
partner.
Here's our starter Pokemon.
The chimp Pokemon.
I wonder if
Grookey.
you can like
This
go
machine
in
is
a first
Grookey.
person and go.
boundless
Grookey.
curiosity.
what's up, little guy?
The rabbit Pokemon Scorbunny, which is
Oh,
always running
Score
about
Buddy!
bursting with energy.
Score Buddy!
And water lizard Pokemon Sobble. It's a bit timid, shooting out
Sobble.
attacks.
Oh, it's like
in the water.
Sonic.
I don't know that name.
You'll choose one of these distinct
Score
Pokemon
Bunny.
to be your trusty partner and set out across the Galar region on a new adventure.
Just tweeting Score Bunny right now.
Along the way, there will be many more never-before-seen Pokemon waiting to meet you and be discovered. As we work on the development of these games, our goal has been to create the greatest Pokemon experience yet. We're challenging ourselves to try new things, while still treasuring what makes Pokemon special.
What are those
We
new
hope
things?
you'll all be looking forward to the adventures awaiting you in the Galar region.
So, what did you think? Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will be released simultaneously worldwide in late 2019.
I would hope they're simultaneous.
And that's not all you'll have to look forward to in 2019.
Huh?
We've got plenty in the works for the Pokemon brand that we hope
Huh?
will delight you.
Yeah.
Delight me.
Please be excited.
Thank you all for tuning in today.
No announcement.
Nah.
Thank you for watching. That's it.
Come on. Ah.
Okay, alright, okay.
Straight to the point.
Yeah. Well, like that was it. They showed the game and they're out.
Yeah, I'm super glad it was focused on that and we didn't get anything else. But like, could that have just been a trailer? did we need a lead on that? Could they have just, because that's a pretty rough to call that a direct. You know, like, I mean, you did have talking, a lot of talking heads. They didn't bring in more of the one person. I like that we got representation from Game Freak, but
they introduced the characters. They introduced the titles.
I guess it's the starters. I guess that's really like one of the big, because we were saying there's a chance we possibly wouldn't even do that. Well, I mean, I'm stoked that I got it for this. Score Bunny was worth it. Score Bunny is.
I'm way more excited about the world than the starters.
Yeah.
Clearly the most confident of the three.
This was more than I expected, honestly.
Cool. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Like, it was mostly showing the game, and even the talking was just narration over, like, the footage. So I felt like I was honestly kind of expecting the worst. I was expecting a little bit of talking, maybe show off the logo, show maybe a few like in-game shots that don't really reveal that much, and then be like, see you later. We're gonna be out of here. And I was like, oh no, this is not gonna be good. It was short, but it was sweet. I like that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now I'm getting crazy thoughts, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Sword and Shield, right? Okay, man.
Yeah.
You with me, man? Maybe I've been playing too much Final Fantasy VI, but like crazy steampunk vibes from this.
There's a factory.
Seemed kind of back east, like lots of brick and lots of gears, and then we see the map, and there's just like straight up like Winterfell walls up north.
I was feeling like Netherlands or something.
Yeah, like Northern Europe.
But just looking, there were lots of fortresses and stuff. So I wonder if this is kind of an embattled region, or like I wonder if. Maybe there was some kind of big battle or something back in the day.
UK 100 times in chat right
UK. Okay.
How many of you saying UK are from the UK, though? And anyone who's not from the UK, where do you
One guy's in Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden, yeah. Any Finnish?
So is that just kind of maybe like a royalty thing?
Florida.
Like a sword and shield you would see on a wall inside a castle of a king and queen? Or... you have to wonder, Jones, if it's going to mean any more than just it's tied to like a thematic thing with the environment, the world, or the map that you're in. Like, what if the sword?
Yeah, I feel like it has more to do with the region. Because
it's also the assumption is to go off of the previous games that there's a unique legendary that is tied to each one of the lands. So maybe sword is an offensive, like a very offensive legendary Pokemon, and shield will have a very defensive,
of course.
And bring them together, and what do you get? Probably like the best of both. But I don't know if it's going to go beyond that. I don't know if maybe one game will focus on some different aspect. Like, that's what I'm curious about now.
Now Brandon has to wait for Pokemon Bow.
Yeah, I got an axe. Pokemon Axe for Huber.
Right.
Pokemon Axe is coming out. Don't worry about that, and lots of fun with that. But the first thing they showed off a shot of a town, and
we need to get this thing on loop whenever it's ready.
Oh yeah, I can get it ready for to bring it up and stuff. But let's go through it. I'm ready. The only thing is my mic over here. We do actually have a mic over here.
Diane's getting a mic set up.
Sorry. Just so you can hear me. All right, now you can hear me. So give me a sec. I'm gonna bring up the trailer again, or the footage, and because I gotta know what you thought about what you were seeing and stuff for the first time. Give me one sec, chat. Bring that up. But what about the starting Pokemon, though? Like, right now, limited knowledge you've seen, who are you picking for your starting Pokemon?
Oh, I mean, Score Bunny. Score Bunny and I are going to have a grand old time.
Very clear, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like the... I like Sobble, but I don't like his name. Just that little reveal, the fact that it can cloak is a pretty...
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder...
Yeah, it's a pretty neat twist on that. And I think I've gone water on one of them in the past. I forget who else I did water with. There we go.
Yeah, I got real nervous when he started with this.
I thought this was like a very clear lead.
Yeah, like when I saw this, I'm with you, Blood. I was like, we're getting a new game. They're showing off the new game, and it was just a matter of how's it gonna look?
I guess just to really cement, like, what you're seeing now, this game that we're about to tell you is the next one of these. Like, the next big entry.
Yeah.
Not a remake, not a sequel, or like an offshoot of something, not a side story. Like, this is the new Pokemon.
Yeah, and then seeing that Switch logo just felt so good.
Yeah.
And then this,
Okay,
just
Twitter's
coming
not
over,
bad, okay.
coming over the hill here.
I think that's
And
you know what
so-
I think that's right here. This is the differentiator is
Yes.
the wide angle, the big view of seeing things in the distance.
Yeah.
That's Bloodworth.
So yeah, maybe can't move the camera, but it's like maybe a little bit more like classic God of War, where like maybe if I'm walking along a hillside, the camera will just give me a nice like shot of what's going on in the distance. But yeah, as the trailer went on, it just seemed like we have.
Because I feel like
control.
any time like we would see like maybe like a street over at most in any of the games.
Yeah.
like just seeing the slopes, like seeing like inclines and stuff going up and down.
Yeah.
Like it's not flat anymore.
true.
And the camera angle, even though if it's not going to be control over it, it looks a little bit more dynamic. So that I think you're alluding to, Bloodworth, is that you're going to be able to see further in the distance. You're going to see like the next town you're going to. You're going to see the routes from the town very easily. And I think this is going to add such a sense of scale to the game that none of them have had before. I feel like.
Well, I also think too, and we'll probably see it in some of the other shots later.
No, did they kill it?
You might have to refresh or something.
No, Pokemon Company, why do you do this? No, it's unavailable.
You have to. They're probably going to have a separate archive since that's got the whole loop.
Give me a sec. Yep, here it is. Got it. Got it, chat. Don't freak out.
But no, I think along with that, what we'll get to here in a sec is a lot of these lanes, they aren't like just straight grids either. There's a lot of angles and curves. And,
I don't think it's a grid movement anymore.
yeah.
I think that is probably gone. Like it looks like it's real, like free movement. At least that's what I thought. So this could be your room. Look at that. You got your little Pikachu statue there. Got a nice HD
Some
TV.
pennants.
This shot worried me just a little bit because the interior, this looked like de facto Pokemon.
Sure.
Right.
It didn't look like anything special right here whatsoever to
What's
me.
he got in his knee there?
Oh, you want to say it was on his knee? It's like part of like a flower or something? Or a patch?
Yeah, it's a
This
little
looks like
decal.
some kind of like decal or patch.
Weird.
Huh? She's got a sweater. Nice. Little Scottish cap
There
there.
she goes.
They're like that. Yeah, like that walking animation. Look at him.
Ooh, that forest, man.
Let's
Look at
go
this.
scene by scene there.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, going down these steps, and again, that's like not just a straight path. And now, see, look at this. There's like a local court there, like a tennis court almost.
And then in the distance, there's like another building far away, and I was like, oh. Yeah, like, but the tennis court there, like someone's home. Just have like a.
Yeah, that tree is like growing into
Yeah,
that
the tree's
house.
like eating
Yeah.
the house.
Huh.
Interesting.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's a nice
Yes.
little
Yes.
Majora's
Emotion.
Mask vibes right there.
Like what wild Pokemon?
I am grinding in that forest right
What
there.
wild Pokemon is going to be waiting for you there? That is going to be an intense part. And yes,
It's so funny. There's this.
Oh yeah, this is very London.
It's just a crazy mix of stuff. Like it's like this stadium we saw in the original shot of that town, and it's like just strange to see this very like when the times I visited Germany, like you pass through these towns that have these farms, and there's always just one church right in the middle of the town, and like all these rooftops like that, and then this huge futuristic looking stadium right in the middle of it. So there's like a bit of a contrast.
it's okay.
there's that
They're
house
closer
again.
up now. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just like plants, man.
Look at that. To kind of like slowly crawling through, and then like that effect when it
The
does
battle
when it triggers a while. Yeah,
And the silhouette with the tease of what it is.
Yeah,
but yeah,
like
it doesn't
this.
look like.
So
Yeah, it looks like
it's
you're
like
not
a
gonna.
perspective, and it goes right
wonder
into the
if
fight.
that's-
So it is going to be random encounters. it seems.
But I do wonder if that's the animation or how much cutting was involved there. It would be pretty cool if that's what battles are like when you jump in.
This is interesting. It's like a lake with like ice in the background, but then there's like a street sign.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
there's street signs everywhere, probably in this
Yeah.
game. I mean, even
huh.
yeah.
Then see, I think we saw like the 3 different environments we've seen so far in this like quick cut here. It's like winter.
Oh, you
like,
could see
yeah.
some kind of fish there that got caught. Okay.
Here we go.
Trainer
The robots
battle,
are back.
yeah.
Here comes the Terminator. We kind of went right into that fight, though. I wonder if that was just trailer editing or...
Trying to see if you see any different Pokemon there. Okay. Trying to watch that effect. Like, is that is that these battle effects are like that's how it's gonna look.
Yeah,
It's
they're
pretty
pretty
cool. Yeah.
All right, and then they're inside a house again. Some munchlax.
Looks like there's a little bit more detail actually.
Yeah,
looks
there's like no NPCs in this trailer, which is weird. There's that one gal that challenges you. Like, nobody in this
Right.
room, nobody in
There's,
the
like, people
town,
walking
nobody on the
around.
streets, no
Yeah,
one
like
in
this,
this
yeah,
shot.
like
This
wintry
is jolly
town
as heck,
here.
though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, this snowy town is pretty cool.
yeah, man, it's Christmas Carol.
It's
This
mine.
you got like gems or
sparkling.
something. It looks like Christmas. That
Yeah, this.
And there was
that's like
the-
the legendary Pokemon's, right?
Yeah, and there was a rock that had like an X on it in one of the shots where the
Yeah, I
ball's
think
catching a
that's a
Pokemon.
similar-
So yeah, I wonder if
probably the
there's
same region or area or whatever.
some kind of Stonehenge vibe.
So yeah, there's like some library here.
Oh, this looks
Some
like
plant
probably
testing.
That's
the
cool. Maybe like
professor,
a botanist working
Professor
there or
Oak or
something.
whoever.
And
then
then there's that house
again.
So
Yeah.
it's probably your starting house. And then this shot. Like you're in a uniform. What does that say? I really
I don't
wanna
think it
s-
says anything.
on the shoulder.
No,
Yeah, you can't read
Yeah,
that.
that's
Okay.
not. That's not words.
But like walking out there.
And we've seen some
Like, look at
footage
this. This
inside
is-
the stadium.
That's like Pokemon's. That's
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
Like that's big time fights.
Well, we saw the outside of this. Like, I wonder how many stadiums, because I think this town we're seeing is your starter town. So like, this can't be the only stadium. I wonder if
Pokemon
stadiums
World
are a
Cup.
much bigger deal.
I was for this moment right here, Jones.
Yeah.
In Blood. I thought the titles would be Pokemon Gears or something.
Ah,
It's like, oh, they're doing this like close up. I'm like, okay,
nuts and bolts.
it's like Pokemon Steam and Pokemon Gear or something. I was like, all right, sure. But yeah, like this way to introduce your starting Pokemon. So you got
Yes.
Score Bunny.
Score Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's so cool. He's
like,
a rebel.
Agile, sliding, and then like its feet scorch the grass. So maybe alluding to like its attacks, and then like there's water just like
Yeah, that was...
coming from the fountain. Sobble here obviously got the camouflage ability. It's like
Just spitting.
gurgles
little
out some
lizard.
water.
He's got a tummy
So
ache.
I'm gonna be honest, the visual fidelity right now, this like I want Pokemon to look like this.
Oh, of course,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That was
Someday.
it was
Someday.
cruel to start with
Someday.
the gameplay and then go to this.
Someday.
You're like, ah!
Bye, Sobble.
But it's nice that they got... He's a troublemaker.
So look, it taps its stick and then the water. Like, look at that.
It's
Is
what
that
the-
wind.
No, it's the grass
No, he's just
response
growing the
to him.
grass.
It's just
Okay.
cementing him as, grass Pokemon. That just loves to
Oh, yeah.
climb. He's full of antics, this little guy. He's loving life.
Little coconut mouth.
And yeah,
That's it. Pretty
And
much.
the logos:
Whooshing!
sword, the slash, shield, just the shield, and but
Yeah,
like
sword
the
logo is really
but the wolf head thing on the top.
Again, like
Yeah.
royalty, like
Yeah.
kingdoms, and yeah.
I mean, the house
Oh, so but that does suggest the legendaries might be wolf based, huh?
potentially, but yeah, Joe does a good point because that house that we saw, that nice house is your starting house. You're probably a little bit more well off than
yeah.
previous trainers that you've played as.
Well, if that's your house, I think that's probably
Yeah,
I like a
but
more
go
significant
back.
location.
Yeah. So then, okay, yeah, we guys want to see that map again.
sure.
No, I mean not back.
forward,
They
forward.
do it forward, yeah.
Yeah, I can forward it to
Because then
it.
he keeps going.
Yeah, but this shot here, before we get to this, is reminding me of when they introduced Breath of the Wild. Like
It
does,
yeah,
like
yeah.
with the background,
Well, yeah, with
like,
the clouds and stuff.
yeah.
This
like-
looks higher fidelity than what we saw when they did that first.
So
push in,
this
though.
is docked footage, and then
Yeah.
everything else was handheld footage. I'm gonna believe that. That's what I choose to believe. Yeah, let's get that map. Where is it? It's like right here. Here we go. So like Galar region.
Yeah, so the fields and stuff, you kind of see them down at the bottom.
So I think that's where that's where you start. That's probably your house. Like right here is your house. I think.
Well, we saw the house, the
I
staircase
don't
that
think that's
she
your
walked
house.
down. That's
Or,
your
I mean,
house.
in the shot, like
But
this
that's the one that
yeah.
we see
So
a
like the
bunch.
stadium should be like somewhere.
It's just kind of an approximation of that
Yeah.
town. I think.
And then
There's actually more to it.
Yeah, actually, with the court out front, that like maybe like that village's equivalent of a stadium.
What's the history of trains in the Pokemon series?
There's like a track here. Like
yeah.
this.
I mean, we saw the train going through the big city.
Yeah, it starts actually down here. Like it comes through. That's a station, I guess.
It probably
right
connects
there.
all of them, so you can fast.
I hope that's not just a cutscene, man. It'd be so great to just ride around this place.
Then you can travel.
We got windmills and all that down there, and then
this is a big like open wild area.
Yep.
And it looks like there's
it's a golf course.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 18 holes of
Pokemon.
18 holes of Pokemon golf happening. There you go. And then you come
actually,
look at
with
this.
the rocks there, I think that's look. There's like a broken castle
So this looks like.
I mean, it looks like Disneyland. I mean, not to bring that into it, but like, there's
that looks like
mountain.
This looks like Twilight Town right here. It's like Kingdom Hearts.
But I think this area here with the
Gen 2 had trains. Okay, cool.
The one with the lakes and everything.
Yeah. Kyle
think that's
put up his reaction.
Let me guess.
I think that's where the hill is. I think.
You mean he like posts them publicly?
They just said he put it up. I don't know. I'm assuming that means on Twitter.
Probably on Twitter.
Gotcha.
And then so we got that town or the kind of like London vibes there with the industrial town.
Oh yeah, he just uploaded too. So I guess we could want to play him. You can keep. I'll grab him real quick.
All right.
Just give me a sec, chat.
Oh wait, no, there's the hill up there.
Oh yeah, with the alien writing on it. And another stadium, or maybe that was the stadium that we saw. Weird.
Oh yeah, that's the stadium for sure.
All right, give me a sec, chat. I'm gonna go full.
Looks like another stadium to the right.
Yeah, I think there's like a bunch. I think even that city probably has a stadium in it. But yeah, that clock tower is really distinct. I just can't get over these big walls. Just seems like something happened. That town had to defend itself from something. There's somebody, whether it's going to come up in gameplay or not. There are going to be NPCs. They're going to talk about some conflict.
But no, the broken tower there in the kind of bottom left by the train tracks is very interesting.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I want, that intrigue. Like, we lost many Pokemon here back in the day. Ooh.
I got 2 minutes left for it to.
Let's keep going through this.
So we'll keep going
map.
through this.
There's a lot to see here.
So we're back on the map again. So.
Because it's almost like you're looking at the whole game. Like it's very detailed.
Yeah, it's very it's narrow. Like
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say verticality. It's not going up, but it is like scrolling.
So
upwards.
So we got this lighthouse. There's another stadium by the lighthouse. It almost looks exactly like the one on the left.
That's the stadium. Yeah, that's the one we saw on the footage right here.
And then we got this. Look at this area in between. There's like these rocks that almost look like ribs or something.
Little dead forests and
dead trees.
Little stone bridge.
So we just point out we see this area right here. So we saw this area in the trailer, and we definitely see this area in the trailer.
Yeah,
over here. Yeah,
and the city,
and
the
we see the
city.
we
get in there.
We see the city.
And look, you got stadiums all over the place. You also got the stadium top left there now.
Yeah. So
above that,
in the snow area. Yeah. I don't think we saw. This is probably where the caves are. I'm gonna guess, they're like in the caverns. Yeah. Don't think we saw this area here, but there's so much fun stuff to find. Like there's a port here with a lighthouse and like a water stadium.
So those towers look kind of Chinese actually in that area.
This is the ice area.
Oh, yeah. Like there's
it's the
right
Overlook
here.
Hotel. Look at that.
There's some kind of Blood. You're right. And also over here, there's looks like Beerus from Dragon Ball Super's head.
It's like a wolf head actually.
Yeah, like right here on this big structure, citadel looking thing, and the smack dab in the middle.
There's another stadium on top of the ice castle or whatever.
Yeah, chat's asking about gyms, and it's interesting that there was a way more of a focus on stadiums and not gyms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw what are they? Pokemarts, where do you go to heal? What are they called?
5.
We saw those.
This one's protecting a big cave, unless that's where the train goes.
I think that's where the train goes in.
There's 5 or 6 down here, and then
then man, look at that city on top. You got the
they kind of cut out before you can get good detail.
Yeah,
so we got another Big Ben variant.
There's some mushrooms and stuff happening.
Yeah,
and this top one, it's huge city.
Yeah, and it's got a nice tower there too.
Glass.
It looks like a theater.
Yeah, it's like a modern glass city.
Yeah, that's intense.
But then they've got other things in there and before it.
And there's like just a straight up modern city back there. Holy, it's pretty cool.
Looks like a Ferris wheel sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a clock tower.
It's pretty cool.
And then, yeah, that kind of space
But,
needle
I
looking.
mean, I wonder with Elite 4 if they're going to do something similar to that.
So yeah, stylistically, it's an interesting kind of marriage of old and new styles.
Yeah, you can see
Handheld
that
motion.
stadium down there.
Have Kyle's stuff ready.
Okay.
Nice.
So let me switch back to full cam real quick. Get this. Down some of this.
Proud of Kyle.
He did it.
He did it. We're reacting to reactions of reactions. It's true.
Just give me a sec.
It's the circle of reactions.
All right. And
There is no end to the loop. Because we now then have to upload these reactions to Kyle.
What's up?
Yeah, I have to. Give me a sec. I just realized because you have to watch it too, so I have to do it a different way. Give me one more sec. Here. Actually, almost got it.
Take your time. Take your time.
So, yeah, doing this same thing. Just gotta open his video. There we go. Where's your video? So stop.
I heard the. Off to a good start.
No. Did it start with something like that?
Yeah, he's just breathing.
All right, so here we go, chat.
It's like an apology video.
I know.
It's volume on this
Great.
is like maxed out. Here we go, chat.
He can be really excited. You never know.
All right, here we go, chat.
Kyle Bossman here. Fewer than 2 minutes till Pokemon Direct begins. Expectations. Return of disappointment. I'm not expecting much from this.
Return of disappointment.
I expect it's like impossible to debut a Pokemon game that makes people happy in general. Myself included, right? I'm not excited to have to hate what I'm about to see, right? I want to like it, right? I want to be positive. I want to love this. But like, what reason do I have to believe that I will? 3 Pokeballs right there. People who are scared that we're not gonna see a new game, I definitely feel like I'm about to see Pokemon Gen 8. And then yeah, maybe they're hinting we're gonna see those 3 starters, and there's just so much riding on those starters. We're gonna want to know what they evolve into. People are gonna want to make fan art, and we're gonna want to tweet about it. Yeah, did Twitter ruin Pokemon, or did Pokemon ruin itself?
Whoa! Whoa!
I wonder what dark place Kyle has gone to today.
Yeah.
I feel the planet.
He's all alone.
Pokemon
you know,
Twitter,
he's got no
what did
support.
you do to Kyle?
Watching this white page, right? Many of us in different languages, but like so weird that this kind of not a lot of leaks, and maybe there's not a lot of leaks because there's no game. Maybe there's not a lot of information we're going to see today, but I'm very surprised we're at this point and nothing has leaked. Oh, here we go.
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct.
Okay,
Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
thank you.
He's polite. He's respectful.
Share some very special information with all of you.
This is so much more entertaining than I expected.
All around the globe have already enjoyed many adventures in various regions of the Pokemon world.
Oh, he's just going into it.
Along the way, trainers have encountered many different Pokemon, battled against countless other Pokemon trainers, and experienced stories all
I can see Kyle going
I gotta
soft.
tell you, I'm getting nervous. The nerves are rising.
Yeah.
And this year, a new Pokemon journey.
I tried to have low expectations, and they're already skyrocketing.
We have it at max
It's
volume
music.
right now, chat.
Special video. Welcome
Okay.
to the setting of the next adventure.
I'm not ready.
Please take a look.
Okay.
Silence is so good.
Scratching his chest.
Just piece into the brain working so hard. Oh, little smirk there. He had a little smirk. He's not saying a word. I love it. Okay. It's not everything he wanted, but he doesn't hate it.
So to me, it definitely looks basic, right? Is it fair to call the game basic? That first shot is great. I'm hoping like, oh, I'm gonna move the right analog stick. It's clear we won't.
Who are you gonna pick? Who are you gonna pick?
In a way, it looks small. It's a good fire starter. Look at this guy. Why did the reveal have to be a drizzle? I guess that's his personality. The monkey. You know I don't like any simian Pokemon.
He's Sobble, man. I know it.
We had him. That guy's in Sun and Moon. Alright. Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield. Who's gonna buy Pokemon Shield? Who's buying
I know,
that?
you totally.
Why name it I mean, I'll get Shield. But here's the thing, is Pokemon Sword people are gonna think they're so cool. Like, they're making a
You bet.
choice.
You bet. 100%.
I got Pokemon Sword. Starters to me, like, kind of tame. That jacket.
I'm Junichi, and I've been working as the producer for
To me, they're not full of life, I guess.
Oh,
Right now, we at Game Freak are hard at work on the development of Pokemon Sword and
love him.
Pokemon Shield.
Getting Bugs Bunny vibes from Score Bunny. He's just he's a mischief maker.
Pokemon trainers who have
He's ready to-
experienced so many
ready for some hijinks.
until now. For the new
He's a prankster.
trainers who held a Pokeball for the first time in the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu game or the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee game.
This is
For
me.
all those out there looking to become Pokemon trainers for the first time. These games will be new
He's settling in. I think he's excited.
Role-playing games that will get any player fired up and excited.
Promise. Promise me.
Since these are new entities, naturally, you'll find that they take place in a new region with never-before-seen Pokemon living there and new adventures.
Gotta be honest, I had seen rumors about London. It looks like they're really doing that, right?
So let's turn to the director of these games.
Not just London, but England. An English countryside as well.
I'm Shigeru Omori from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. The setting of these games is known as the Galar region. Galar is an expansive region with many environments, containing idyllic countryside and contemporary cities,
Countryside, chat.
plains, and craggy snow-covered mountains.
Gyms. So gyms are definitely in this game.
People and Pokemon live here.
Ooh, you know what I love?
Together to
I love that the biggest, coolest city is last. I love that they saved that for the
Here in
top.
this region, you'll visit gyms with the newly
Work your way up to it, you know?
Pokemon you choose to be your first partner, aiming for the
No,
end
this
goal
does look
and
exactly like Sun and Moon, right?
So let's get to know the Pokemon that could be your next partner.
Obviously, water guy.
Chimp Pokemon Grookey. This Pokemon is full of boundless curiosity.
We have enough chimps.
Rabbit Pokemon Scorbunny, which is always running about, bursting with energy.
Bad name.
And Water Pokemon Sobble. It's a bit timid, shooting out
Sobble is so clearly the best Pokemon.
Yes! Oh, I feel so confident.
You're a maniac if you're not picking Sobble.
Yes! Yes! Oh, I knew it. I felt it in my bones.
to meet you and be discovered.
How many?
on the development of these
I hope it's 100 or more, you know?
Yeah, they don't say.
the greatest
That's interesting.
Pokemon experience yet. We're challenging ourselves to try new things while still treasuring what makes Pokemon special.
Never touching the right analog stick.
The adventures awaiting you in the Galar region.
Salt.
So, what did you think?
Okay.
Yes. I am floored how much I'm enjoying this.
And that's not all you'll have to look forward to in 2019. We've got plenty in the works for the Pokemon brand that we hope will delight you.
Okay.
Thank you all for tuning in today.
I want to see more for that brand. Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Probably gonna say some stuff before it wraps up.
Man, it just feels like another one, doesn't it?
Go full screen, Kyle.
To me, it just feels like another one. It doesn't feel like, hey, we have this opportunity to be a console game now.
He just says it just
doesn't-
feels like another
I
one.
know they say that we're trying new things, but it does seem like they're just getting a little bit better with each game. I don't feel it. I don't feel the energy of, hey, we're going all out now. I feel the energy of we're bringing Sun and Moon to the Switch in a new area with new Pokemon. Kind of looks the exact same, right? Same art direction, certainly, with the character faces and everything. And man, those textures. Brutal. I guess it's cool. We'll be playing what they call football in England. I wonder if that'll be like here's what I know though is our character doesn't care about that. It's just going to be a mini game, right? It's just going to be there's thousands of people who watch you play this mini game suddenly, but doesn't matter for the rest of the game. It's my assumption, right? I don't think that's our ambition. Our ambition is clearly to get to the Elite Four. I bet if we go and look over that map again, we'll find 8 gyms easily. It definitely seems like they're sticking hard to a lot of conventions of Pokemon. And I mean, hey, I did see us going through tall grass and doing random battles, which actually I'm excited about. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of positive things to say, to be honest. It looked nice. The first view we got, where I'm almost fooled. I almost think that this is going to be a true 3-dimensional adventure. And why I say that is you're like, hey, what do you mean it is 3D? It still feels like a 2D adventure to me. It still feels like we're navigating a 2D map despite 3D visuals. Okay, Twitch is kind of telling me to wrap it up.
That's on Kyle's end, yeah.
Universal sign for wrap it up. 45,000 people watching that. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to play it. I'm going to love it to death. Swabble? Is that a name? Scobble? Snobble? Spobble?
Too many letters.
Spupple. Whatever. I'm picking him.
He's sad. He sobs.
There's no question, though, that's the one. Just an ambunctious rabbit or
and damn, I'm going to pick
Sim.
fire. It's going to have an edge
just
right out the gate.
another ape. There are already 3 grass apes. Not even just talking apes. There are 3 grass apes you can pick from. And now you have 3 more. They're going to double the grass apes. Why though? Why? Yeah. So, hey, pretty cool. It's just, I can't be there with you. That's the thing. Is I feel bad. I know there's a lot of people who are obviously going to be excited about this, who obviously thinks it looks good, because it does look good, right? And I don't want to be like the downer on the thing that you're very, very excited about, but I'm just like, I don't feel the ambition. I'm not feeling that from what I just saw. I saw 3 people talk to me about how ambitious they are, but they didn't show it. And that's what hurts, I think. Pokemon, you can do better. I know you can. I want you to do better, but hey, that's gonna be a fun game. Okay, everybody, that's it for me.
That was great. Kudos to Kyle for doing that, man. I was not expecting that, and was not expecting to enjoy that as much as I did. Man, I guess that's what it's like. Hopefully, when people watch us do that, I guess hard to tell. It's like when I'm not on the podcast and I get to like watch it, and I'm like, oh, hey, this is a pretty entertaining show, actually.
Do you know what he was talking about when he was talking about playing soccer?
The stadiums, because we never actually see like a real quick shot. I think it's Gray Ninja does like the punch, and you can kind of see the crowd in the background.
Lucario.
But we don't see or Lucario, right? But we don't see a ton of stuff happening in the stadium. So maybe him like walking the slow mo, going in with the lights and everything. He's like, maybe this is some mini game, and that's why all the stadiums are there.
Nah, I think that's just like where the big battles go down.
And he said, "Oh, gyms. There are clearly gyms." Did they say gyms, or was he just spotting them on the map?
I think that's what the stadiums are. I think that's what he's referring to.
Huh.
So let me.
So yeah, they're not themed maybe stylistically around each gym leader. Like they're all just kind of.
Well, that one looks like kind of a grass theme on the front.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can actually see that, but yeah.
So here we go. Let me. I'll bring this over here for you.
Oh, when he's entering the stadium, he looks like he's wearing a soccer outfit, and it is the UK. So
right.
Let's make sure. Okay, so here we go. So here's a website for it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they have any details. Watch the trailer. These are the 3 Pokemon. It's literally like. If they say you'll spoil the color.
That's just a perfect iPhone wallpaper size right there. It's just ready to go.
Gyms, various gyms in the Galar region, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Emerald title of champion. So yeah, Chad, it's this line right here. So there you go. And it really is just that. All right.
Very nice.
Woo. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel. I don't know. I felt like this. After seeing the trailer, I kind of knew deep down Kyle would be a little bit disappointed with it. I think it's basic. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like, I guess because I didn't play Sun and Moon, I didn't touch it.
Oh.
I don't know. Like, does it do scenic vistas like this? Like, I thought it was just like an extension of X and Y. I thought it was just like the same style, just a new setting and new.
I didn't play X and Y, so yeah, I can't speak to that.
I'm a little confused because this doesn't look like any previous game to me that I've seen.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. It's,
I don't.
Everything was still like in everything in Sun and Moon. To my recollection, was north and south. Like the camera was always here and moving this way, and this seems like it's tilted forward a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like you see more in the distance in this game for sure.
Yeah, so I think visually they will open up this world, but I think the camera's locked 100%. And I'm probably most surprised about the random battles. That we were not seeing Pokemon in the world. And it's just so bizarre that there are no NPCs anywhere in this game, with the exception of that one challenger.
I'm
I think
guessing
it's
that's
just
a matter
early
of
footage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of strange.
Yeah.
We see a train. Like, notice anybody on it?
Yeah, like it's not like a giant change or anything like that. But I feel like there's just enough added into each of these shots that make things feel a little bit more alive. And not like Kyle said, basic, but like. To me, a lot of the environments in like almost every Pokemon game, they feel like, I don't want to say like sterile, but they just feel like a facade.
Right.
These little elements are helping with the slightly immersing me more into this world.
Even whatever that greenhouse or whatever, and like this space, like this just feels a lot more, I don't know, curated in a way.
And they're definitely showing it with the Joy-Con, so I wonder if this is in handheld mode or not. I mean, who knows? I mean, it could just be early.
Oh,
footage.
the Mortis? Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Mortis.
Yeah. I mean, this shot, this
and
angle,
like, yeah, the graphics aren't amazing, right?
This
like,
is pretty traditional
could be
looking, like this shot here.
crisper for sure,
Yeah.
but I don't think it looked like Sun and Moon in any way.
I think just stylistically is what he means.
Yeah, so I mean that's gonna be like the league symbol, I'm guessing, right there, because that's also the symbol that appears on the shoulder, but everywhere. Yeah, like that's the Pokemon League for this. I guess it's the Galar region or something. But Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I do need to see more. So like the thing that intrigued me the most, like my questions now start to gravitate towards. Let me back up over here. We saw battle stuff. They've been battle sequences, the effects, the animations are becoming increasingly more elaborate in the last few games. Like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I think like kind of get like the most elaborate looking. And like you see something like the effects are doing this, like going a little bit more all out, especially Lucario's punch here, like going across and this I can't tell if this is a cutscene or if that's like how it's gonna like. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a cutscene, but I mean if they do dynamic shots like that for the battles,
they have that in Let's Go, don't they? Don't they have some stuff like that?
What?
The dynamic cinematic shots when you're doing an ability, like
yeah, they do, but I don't think it was like to ever like these look like it. These look like actual battle shots, like how it look when you fight. But this does not look like it. That looks. I mean, maybe it is. I mean,
I wonder if there's like
that one where Pikachu's surfing and he just like woo, comes flying in. Like there's super dynamic,
look
crazy
nice.
shots. The camera's moving.
I
around.
wonder if there's like different camera angles in the stadium.
But the thing they're not. I mean,
to like amp up those fights.
I'm expecting to be traditional, but the thing we're not seeing here is we're not seeing any of the interface.
Right.
Like we're assuming it's all like the same and stuff, but I'm kind of curious if they're doing anything different there. And they're like, yeah, there's something here because you were asking about like seeing the stadium and stuff. I'm trying to get it to freeze on this the frame advance thing. Is I don't know if it's. I can only do the 5-second at the moment. The other key isn't working, so I'm trying to. Yeah, like the screens in the background right here. Sorry, I was trying to see if the symbol above it if it showed anything, but yeah, I mean that's just the arena. That's like it's not like soccer or football. It's for the rest of the world. It's just it's a battle arena, and yeah, this looks like maybe they say gyms, but what if those buildings you're going into aren't the gyms?
Or that's what I thought initially, but now I'm thinking maybe they are.
Or maybe
because we don't see if these aren't the gyms, what are? What on that map?
This is way different because like have gyms in the past ever had like this level of like spectatorship to it? Like
Let's Go kind of added that where when you finally got up to the end of it that you could see the crowd on the side.
Crowd, but like this is
there were maximum like 20 people in those
seats.
Like
there's something. I feel like there's a little bit more something to this. Besides it just trying to feel like the sense of like a football arena, soccer arena, basically, going for that like size and scale. But I don't know. I'm curious. I'm really curious to see that.
Weird we don't see a challenger in the stadiums either. The only human being other than these characters who we see is that person. So
you see the symbols on the flags. I wonder if those are like the different towns and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You see like a rampart there or something. Yeah. But I guess they're just trying to show like the character customization. But yeah, this shot, like it's gotta be important because you're walking out and that we assume that's the arena where you're fighting, but you got like a number and everything. So this is I feel like there's more to this.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like that the symbols on the back or whatever, I wonder if that's like maybe you pick your name and it'll show up there instead, or I don't know. But I don't know, like I feel like there's a gimmick or some extra thing to this game that hasn't been revealed yet. And I would really like to know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of see the...
Yeah, thank you, Jeff, for that.
The output is just kind of being presentational, like when you get into those gym battles, just to make them a bigger deal.
But I do have to agree with Kyle here with the starter Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm not that into the starters.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of the last time I liked starter Pokemon, and I never liked any starter Pokemon more than the original 3. And I just never liked any of them more. And then, Score Bunny to me doesn't really do anything. I'm sorry. Like for me, it's a hard pass. Sobble is just like I like it because it's like obviously a sad Pokemon, but goofy and it's cute. And I'm sure it's going to evolve into the coolest thing. And so I do think, Kyle's spot on.
A little bit of a chameleon vibe with that tail.
And I'm just not interested in.
Oh, yeah, and the cloaking. So, it's a chameleon.
Yeah. Not
like a salamander, like at first thought.
I'm not interested in this one. I'm not picking you either.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a fourth option. You said maybe there's a fourth one. Never know. I'm kidding. But yeah, and also Jones, I really want to know like these wolf heads. But I want to know what this is. I want to know
the Starks.
Yeah, and it's sword and shield. Yo, what if it has a promotional time? Yo. Legendary wolves. They have dire wolves. Watch. But I think it will be like Fenrir. I bet it's like something like Fenrir and something else. Like it's like mythical like wolf beast. Yeah, it'll probably be something like that you get for each. And yeah, I don't know. Like
we know the keyboard shortcuts they just weren't working.
Yeah, the frame advance ones weren't working for some reason. I can do the arrow keys for 5 seconds. I can do space bar, but sorry, Chad, the other one isn't working. I think because this maybe recently uploaded it and it's like glitching out or something.
We ready to score this thing?
Score?
Oh, you want to give this a score? Oh, the whole thing.
Oh, just the direct, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not giving a score based on like my reactions to the game, but like what they did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then I think this was a B plus.
That's what I was thinking, B plus. Yeah.
I'll probably just go flat B then.
There's they could have. Yeah, as you said, Jones, why did this? I mean, we know why. They think the world of themselves, and this is a huge franchise, and they're going to make a spectacle of the announcement. This easily could have just been a trailer uploaded, and so like same thing.
Ta-da!
Yeah, but
because I just wonder the announcement, the buildup of anticipation to the showing of it, and then this is what we get. Versus, would this maybe have had a little bit more oomph if it just just out of nowhere, So you only have like 30 seconds from when you first hear about it to watching the video to start to wonder, what could this be? Whereas you give us 30 minutes to deliberate before the stream, and we're going to talk about cameras. We're going to talk. I am shocked there's not a major Let's Go hand-holding here. I'm shocked no motion controls. I'm shocked the Pokemon aren't out in the world.
We don't know yet.
That there's not mobile integration or I thought they'd be heavy with that.
Introduction.
But it might be deliberate. They might want to be like, maybe we'll let people fall in love with this world. We'll have them appreciate the cozy aesthetic. We'll show them 2 characters, that they're gonna obviously they're pretty generic as far as like what we see from protagonists, and these 3 Pokemon, so they can pick their fave. And then now they're attached to the project, and then now there's this weird football mini game, and there's leftover stuff from Let's Go. Or
it's a great way to put it, Jones, because I got those questions and I'm hooked on this world. Like I love this region.
Oh yeah,
I like this. This is probably like been one of the most intriguing looking. Like I want to play this.
That's why I hope we actually get on those trains. I hope it's not just like Animal Crossing where you see us get on the train goes away, fades to black, fades up, and then we're in the new town. Just because like Amanda was born in Germany. We've been there a couple times, and like I've been on a train through Germany, looking at the window, and it was this. Like it was literally like the hills, the different colors of the different plots of land.
I think it's more of a UK vibe, but yeah.
And just these like red rooftops, and then just one steeple, like a clock tower or a church, and it's just one adorable town after another, going through the countryside. So sold on the aesthetic right away, and again, just slight steampunk vibes. That might just be that London-esque town that they showed, but super curious to see that big town in the back, like a really interesting marriage of old-timey castle, brick and mortar, and then just this huge glass, like the blue swirl going up that like tower in the back is interesting. Then shiny and pretty. Lots of skyscrapers.
Any like more in-depth thoughts about your why you give it your score?
No, I mean I think that they came out showing something that definitely feels different, and I think I think they showed enough to kind of whet your appetite. And didn't have to go too in depth with the details yet. I think we'll see a lot more in terms of how the game plays, what the new systems are like. But I honestly feel more impressed with the world than Kyle's reaction. I do think this is a step above Sun and Moon for sure. I think a lot of it is really just again that camera angle to see more in a shot at any given time rather than just like being completely top down. So
Oh, I stand corrected. There was another challenger there. 2 people.
Oh, okay.
Who aren't you. In this
But you know, Jones, I think that's a good thing that they did that because you see the new.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Who you're playing as.
I'm not afraid that there's going to be no one in this game. It was just interesting that. It's definitely visually missing.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But yeah, I do see some like why people think it looks basic and stuff.
Sure.
Like some of the things look same.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, a little bit of continuity is, you know, expected in these games. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Short and sweet, 7 minutes.
Yeah.
A lot to talk about though.
Thank you, Damiani, for being on the controls.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bloodworth, for being our third. So it's not just Damiani and I sit on the couch. Always nice to have another body in the room. Thank you, Kyle Bossman, for actually getting up, recording reactions, sending it to us.
Just gotta get him to drive here.
I kind of like that though. It's like it made sense now because it was really nice to get Kyle's reaction for Pokemon. But I kind of just doesn't matter what we do reactions to. Like even if there's 7 of us in the room, you know, it would be great to be like, and now let's see what Kyle thought. Grumpy Kyle in his living room. Okay, you know. Elder Scrolls 6, here we go. You know, I love it. He doesn't even have to show up for E3 anymore. You know, he just Grumpy Kyle from his living room.
Grumpy Kyle.
Go Grumpy Kyle from his living room.com.
Emote, Grumpy Kyle.
I love it. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We are Easy Allies. We do this. We react to things. Sometimes we miss it, but hey, you know, we'll get up at 4 in the morning for Pokemon. But yeah, if you want to see more reaction stuff like this, you can go to our channel, youtube.com/EasyAllies. You can see more of that. If you want more in-depth spoiler discussions, you go to patreon.com and become a $1 patron. You can see us spoiling a lot of fun stuff, getting those post reactions. Or if you want, you know, more podcasts, more shows, more live streams and stuff, easyallies.com, or you can check out our Patreon and support us, like I said. Or you can hang out on Twitch, you know, give us a sub, follow us, and check out our channel down the road, and we'll have more fun streams coming up. And again, thank you, Damiani, for monitoring all this stuff. And we will see you all in, I keep wanting to say Galar. It's Galar? Galar.
Galar.
We'll see you in the Galar region, y'all. Thanks for watching.